is The Wrights Homestead. My name is Ancy.
I'm John.
And we just got finished doing our afternoon chores. After work, we came home, and then he came home first, and he started doing
some fish emulsion
on all over the plants. We've kind of lacked on that a little bit. We've been a little busy with other things, and so we lacked with the nutrient part on our plants, and it is really showing. So he really fixed that up really good.
Yeah, we went over everything tonight. We're having such trouble with this heat. The heat is just terrible. Not only is it hard on us, it's hard on everything, the animals, plants, and everything.
Yeah, it is.
But the grass keeps growing.
And we do not have a watering system yet, except for our hand. That's our watering system. So we have to come home and water everything. And when we have things after work, if we have things for church or whatever, it's you miss a day or two of doing that, and your plants really start suffering because we do work during the day. So we had to catch up and do that, and do a bunch of cutting and weeding and all of that.
Yeah.
But we said we were going to sit down and do a video of question and answers, questions that we have been asked on why we're doing the homestead, and different questions. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a couple of them right here, and we're going to go over that. And it is starting to thunder.
I hear thunder. Hallelujah.
Hopefully we can get this done before the rain comes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one we were asked is, why are we doing this?
Well, even right now, if you take a look at some of the shelves in the stores, it's looking bare again. And we don't even go to the stores anymore. We have it delivered because we just don't want to get out with everybody too much, and we don't know if we're going to have it. So I mean, we have to learn how to do this. We can do it somewhat, but we need to get really good at it. And that's kind of our suggestion. And the reason we're doing it is to provide for ourselves, and do it with cleaner foods, no chemicals if possible.
Right.
I've got all these troubles with my hands, the nerves, and you've heard things like this before if you watch homestead YouTube videos and stuff. But the cleaner food helps.
Just knowing where your food's coming from and what's going in it is one of my big things,
At least we're getting nutrients.
Yes, and we're eating things that are supposed to be in season instead of eating things out of season that was grown under situations, forced
That's
grown,
right.
and has absolutely no nutrients whatsoever. You're just eating it. So
Now, if you want to do it, be sure you understand you're going to eat a lot of cucumbers.
So yeah, you eat what's in season.
But they're good, and you do all kinds of things.
I mean, you learn how to preserve them and all of that. But the reason I wanted to get into it was that to know where our food's coming from. I believe that gardening and working in the dirt and being in the dirt is a natural healer as well.
It does. It helps.
The minerals that you get from working in the dirt and stuff, that absorbs into your pores and in your skin. So I do believe that's a natural healer, which is another reason not to use chemicals and toxins, because you're working in this dirt, getting in your pores, and all that's getting in there too. So just to live healthier, to provide for our family, for what's already here. It's already here. It's not coming. It's already here. But it will get a little bit worse, and then but if we can provide for our family, if we can provide for neighbors and friends, who might not be able to do it to the scale or whatever,
that's a really big
that's our
plus
purpose. That's our purpose.
To try to help other people as well. Like those cucumbers I was talking about, we give them away too.
Yeah, I mean, you just get an overabundance, and until you get everything to properly, my mind just went blank. To you get something that you will be able to preserve your food in different ways, you just start giving away, and then sometimes you just have enough preserved that you still have so much to give away.
Yeah.
So the next question is it to save money?
Well, eventually.
Yes, eventually.
Eventually, it's going to save money, and it may, I mean, if we do end up with some property, get a bigger place, and we do more, we will be able to go to market, which, and that possibly will be our cutoff and get us to doing it 100% full time, Yes, maybe eventually.
In the beginning, it's not, because you have to build your beds or your garden. You gotta get all your dirt ready. If you don't have dirt, you gotta bring dirt in. You have to get your plants, your seeds, your seedlings. So in the beginning, the startup costs can be costly. It really can.
Yes, that's something.
But I'm gonna tell you, when you start producing and you start growing your own food, and you go out there and you look and you've got loaded tomatoes or okra every single day, which, whew, okra, that's one thing that it just keeps coming and coming. But when you go out there and you can start picking your fruit and your vegetables, and you're growing that, kind of like that cost just kind of goes away. But eventually, you won't have to do that. You won't have that cost in the beginning, because you learn how to save your seeds. You learn how to grow from the seeds, and then your dirt each year, you're just adding to what you already have. So it's not that big cost. So to save money in the beginning it's definitely not while we're doing it right now, but hopefully maybe in the next year.
Maybe
So.
so.
And if we do, like he said, wind up, even if we don't have property like right now, we still could have an abundance of plants that we can still
Right.
sell on the side.
There would be, yes.
And that we could do
that.
from here, and that would kind of make up a little bit of what you're putting out each year.
Yes, if we had if I do like I'm planning and make her a little greenhouse or something, she could do seedlings and get them started and have shelves of them and have them coming up in there and get them hardened off, and then
Yeah.
those can be sold. So there's things that you can do. Is it about selling? Maybe at first we're going to help people get started and just give it to them.
Yeah.
Just we're going to do the labor and do it in Jesus' name, and we're going to continue.
Right.
And we're going to keep going
Just
and,
helping others.
and go.
Because we are living in a place and in a world right now where you're going to have to know something.
We all need help.
You're going to have to know, how to grow something eventually, just to.
And anything y'all can do to help us
Yes.
by giving us information,
Absolutely.
teaching us. I'm willing to learn. She's willing to learn. We'll
Yes.
take it all in.
Okay, so how far are we wanting to go with it?
Well, I would say as good as it feels, as far as it'll take us. We could probably go, I think she would like to be completely off grid,
Yes.
but I would like to still have electric and just be on the
He-
grid and use as little as possible.
Maybe not completely 100% off
You know.
grid, but maybe like 85% off grid.
That's good. That's good.
I don't have to have TVs and radios and all of that stuff. I don't have to have any of that. The only
I gotta have my
electric
gizmos.
he has to have all the all the toys with electric toys. Now I meant like the electric appliances and stuff. Yes, those are conveniences when you dehydrate and when you freeze dry it.
Yes. Yes.
Things like that. So that's
Other than
why
that, you'd have to run a generator.
that's
and
why
that's
I'm
fuel.
saying that I would probably like to be about 85% off grid.
Yeah.
Now, I'm definitely more ready to leave and move right now than he is.
Yeah.
I would pack up today and be gone north of here, I promise you. In a heartbeat, I would be. But, right now it's just not the right time for us to do that.
It is not the right time.
So we're just getting whatever we can here. We will be able to have small meat animals like rabbits and quail here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get chickens once we get our property back together from the hurricane, which was almost a year ago. On the
Yes.
27th, I believe it'll
We're
be
just
1
fixing
year.
to get started on the house.
And we're just settled with the insurance, so y'all will come along with us on that excitement on redoing our house. But
Everything is homesteaded.
we are just,
Everything going on.
for me, I would go all the way. I'm ready to just go all the way go in the mountains, have neighbors, a couple miles away, or just, acres away or whatever, have our vegetables going, our food, because you do have to have people around you. You can't just be completely isolated, because you have to work in a community, because you're going to need something from somebody,
Yes.
and y'all got to band together and y'all got to help each other out. So it's not like I want to be completely secluded. I just want to be more able to be self-sustainable on out further away, where less people have access to where I'm at, if you know what I mean. So, okay. Are we going to sell any of our stuff? And we just really just talked about that.
Yeah.
So not in the beginning. It's to give away. It's to, help other people get started. Ooh, that's some big lightning over there.
Yeah.
But, eventually, that is going to be part of what's going to help us keep going in the homestead is going to be selling all of our stuff, either plants or animals or eggs.
Yeah. You
So
never know.
eventually it will be. It'll get to that, but right now we're not interested in selling anything right now. We just want to get our stuff, because we're still learning, and so much we're still learning, but we are getting ready for our fall garden. As a matter of fact, I planted seedlings 8 days ago and they did not come up. So when we get back, we're going to the Ozarks Homesteading Expo this weekend, and so we'll be out of town. So when I get back, I got to redo my seedlings, because they did not germinate. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to need to do that, because we don't have a greenhouse right now. So I'm going to have to fix something up to get them to germinate. But so I'm going to have to redo all those seeds. But so we're learning in trial and error and mistakes, and thinking this might work, and kind of found out it don't work. So now with this garden going in with the fall garden, we got to tweak a few things and hopefully get a better what's the word I'm looking for? My mind went blank.
I don't know.
Harvest. Hopefully we'll get a better harvest out of our fall garden
Yeah.
than we did with our summer garden. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. See, we're not pros at it. We're learning. We are learning.
We
Last year I tried
4 from pros.
hydroponics,
Hydroponics?
and I got some beautiful leaves. I didn't get anything else.
Nothing. And they were like, what?
Very few. They were giant.
12
too.
foot tall.
They were growing all the way down to even
Oh
my
my
house.
goodness. They're like,
on
oh yeah, they
strings.
were all the
It
way
was
down. They were
just-
nice and
They
tall.
were giant.
and
They were beautiful.
Beautiful little
I
tomatoes.
took lots of pictures of them. I didn't get no tomatoes hardly.
There's not one tomato.
You know, did everything. Toothbrush, vibrate the leaves,
Everything, yeah. That just did
the
not
flowers,
work.
and
No.
the little squirt stuff to make them set. It would set, and then little bitty tomato, nothing much. I don't know.
Right.
So it was a tough thing.
It was rough. But
So this year we did them straight in pots, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't put any in the ground because we really don't have a bunch of area on the ground.
it's all
and,
raised beds. What we have
so
is
we're
raised
doing
beds
raised
and
beds
buckets.
completely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And,
Raised beds and buckets.
We just got to get that down,
Yeah.
and it's going to happen.
And I just ordered 3
Yeah.
more raised beds, and I got them from Amazon, and for the same price as the big box store down the road wanted for 1, and I got 3 of them. So those are going to be, when we get back, those are going to go in, and we got to get some more dirt and get that
Yeah.
fertilized and get it going. So
And the dirt, if y'all wonder, it takes dirt to fill these raised beds up.
yeah,
And you don't have that in a subdivision. You don't have that.
you don't have you can't just go.
You
you don't
could
have.
do all kinds of things. You could put go get after the hurricane. They chopped all that stuff up. You could go get that. We did not. We opted to go to
a nursery
a
here.
nursery here, and we got a mixture of their compost that's ready to plant in. They said, and I'm saying it like that. They said. So what we had was very beautiful
It
dirt.
was beautiful dirt,
And
but nothing grew.
so I think what we got as a situation is the nutrients.
Yeah,
So we're going to pay attention to nutrients more than anything.
yeah, that is.
But
one
we
thing
also
learned,
have to
yes.
have dirt. So to get the volume, the nursery was the way to go. you
For
know.
us, it definitely
So
was.
if you get one, because they'll come with their truck and they'll dump it, you get them to dump it on a tarp, and then you can just scrape and you don't get it stuck in your grass or nothing.
Right.
And then you put it where you need to have it. You get 4 yards you want, 3 yards, 2 yards, however you want it, and
Yeah.
they'll deliver it, or you can go get it with a wagon, with a trailer.
With a trailer, yeah. We just
And,
had it because we had so much of it. And we're gonna have another.
Probably going to
truckload.
be better next year as that stuff starts to compost even more, so we'll get nutrients.
Right, right.
So-
and
so
then
we
we'll
had
just keep
just what they
adding.
had,
And then we
you know.
also we're gonna have it tested. That's one thing we didn't do,
We
and
didn't
we need
test,
to.
no.
We need
True.
to bring it to the ag center here, and we need to have it tested to see what we need to be putting in it. Because we could be putting in and something that we think's doing wonderful, but it's not what it needs. So that is something we do need to do is bring it
And-
to the ag center.
Just for y'all to know, here's one other quick, I guess, freebie.
Yes, because it's fixing to rain, so it needs to be quick.
So we planted, like, we were kind of watching the food garden thing, and you can plant inside your shrubs and stuff. So we have like crepe myrtles and azaleas, and we planted in that bed, which I enlarged it. And what I'm noticing, and it didn't click until probably a week ago, that we are sucking all the nutrients out of there, and the crepe myrtles are doing bad, and we're losing a couple of azaleas.
Yeah, did y'all hear that thunder? It's getting there.
So,
But,
so
yeah.
I think we're going to get it tested. We're going to find out what needs to be in there, and we're going to make the whole picture healthy.
Yeah, it is, and I don't mind ripping up the azalea bushes to plant food bushes. I really don't.
That's not exactly what I have done.
I know, but that's what I'm just saying. I don't mind doing that. But
Yeah. Hard to do that.
no, it's not. You hook your truck up and you pull them out.
Okay.
So,
My daddy planted them, so it's hard to do that.
all right. So that was the questions that we were asked, and we just wanted to sit down, answer a few of them for you, and so you kind of get to know where we are, get to know us a little better also, and where we're looking. Y'all see everything. We're fixing to get a storm here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go and look for our next videos where we're gonna be putting in our new beds with some dirt, and that's gonna be a video that'll be coming up here shortly.
Yeah.
Also this weekend,
You'll actually see us doing it.
this weekend we will be, like I said, at the Ozarks Homesteading Expo, and we will be doing some video on that as well.
Yes,
So
we
I
sure
hope
will.
y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Y'all be blessed, and we'll talk to you later.
Love y'all.